Now that you've started with your repurpose.io and your Instagram is completely set up, I'm going to tell you about a little bit of the AI tools and the software that we use. If you just go into the page that we have linked down below, you will see all of the information on a lot of the platforms that we use, the softwares that we have integrated, and different websites, tools, templates, things like that, etc., that we put into our websites, our social media platforms, the things we use to keep everything running. I would go through there, click through all of the software, click through all of the tools. There's different sections where you can read about what it is that we use, why we get, how it works, how it performs, things like that.
You already have your tech deck downloaded. You're showing up on multiple platforms. Generate posting schedules. One post is now generated 8 times because you've already have your Pinterest and your Instagram linked within content to clients. For one, the 1,000 plus pins over the 60 days, which is our search engine. And you have also increased engagement off of all platforms, which all convert into one another. Ultimately, your client bookings will be on repeat. Blogging to build trust and authority. So blogging does build trust, especially with those clients that aren't super ready yet to buy from you. Using your FAQs as a blog content and positioning your blog posts with keywords from Pinterest and Answer the Public. So when dealing with blog content that's searchable and connecting to your offers, that's when we play into the SEO content pillars to fit your brand's niche. One that's going to consist of answering the public, Pinterest searches, Instagram, TikTok. That's where you're going to search for those SEO keywords. Those are what's going to help you answer those frequently asked questions from your specific audience. When you're ending every post with a call to action or lead into your service, this is what's going to build trust and authority better. Because when you're repeating everything in your content client is engaging with, it gets the conversion rates going quicker and more efficiently. This turns passive traffic into warm lead. And now we're going from our blog post to the call to action to Pinterest to IG content breakdowns.
The number of times it takes a person to see something has gone up exponentially in just the last couple of years. It takes someone so many times to see something over and over and over before they actually engage with it, because we're so used to seeing ads, we're so used to being marketed to, and we're so used to having sponsored posts, right? To a point that we actually just swipe past and don't even realize it. So because that's happening, that's why you want to have consistent calls to action. That person is going to glaze over the call to action probably the first few times that they see it, unless that content is extremely engaging. If it's a regular piece of content that's just starting to warm them up and land with them, then they're going to need to see that repeated call to action at the end of that blog post a couple of times before they start to click to become a conversion. But your blog post is going to be that piece of content that is searchable and educational. For us, at least, it's educational because we have more of the stage archetype. But whatever it is that your brand resonates with, that is going to be what your blog post should be built off of. Think of that archetype and that buyer while you're writing these blog posts. That then should lead to at least 2 different calls to action on your blog. That's going to be all from your Pinterest. Your Pinterest is going to be what funnels people to your blog posts. You can also re-put them onto your Pinterest if you want to grow your Pinterest more. We don't really focus on that. We just focus on using Pinterest as a search engine. Think of Pinterest as Google for the service industry, for the beauty industry, the things that the girls are searching for, because we really do use Pinterest like our Google. So that person is already in a buyer or research mindset that's making them more apt to click off of Pinterest and go into your blog posts. And then your Pinterest can also be a leading into your Instagram content breakdowns. Remember how we told you guys how you want to hit the conversions framework? That is why you're going to start to repurpose a lot of the things that you have onto your Pinterest from your Instagram, because it will naturally lead. And now you have a little mini funnel that's constantly working in the back end. They're going to go to the Instagram. The Instagram's going to go right back to blog posts. If they go through their highlights, your blog posts are going to go to your call to actions. Your call to actions are going to go to your Instagram. Go a whole little revolving door. Go back into your resources and check out the blog content checklist. That's going to help you to really start to build out a lot of this content. So you're going to start to show up with creating those pins that we discussed, that Kylie discussed with you guys previously. And this strategy takes us like 5 minutes at this point to create at least 50 pins. And those 50 pins are constantly leading back to our Instagram or a different call to action, whatever it is that we're focused on that month. Authority isn't just something that you claim. It's something that you build consistently by showing up, solving problems, and guiding the client journey. That's why we're doing all of this. You now have the tools, the templates, and the tech to be seen everywhere without burning out. It's going to be Instagram primarily, and then recommend putting Instagram to TikTok, TikTok to YouTube Shorts, things like that. You want to keep thinking about how that's all going to work for you. We can start to build your brand where people are already looking for you, where they're already looking for your services, and where they want to be engaged in a community.